something good on.
Hello and welcome to another edition episode show. This thing I'd like to call in one ear, right out the other. My name's Cam. To the comments, there were none. What's on my mind? Kinda to answer last week's my own question, what did you do last week? Professor Beats, Grant Williamson, has actually started his own, a new channel where he's going to post some videos. And he actually posted a video of every day that he was in New York and some pictures, some commentary. And I just have one comment for Grant. He probably has the best angles out there. Like, there's nothing like watching someone vlog and making no eye contact, especially at this angle. Or, you know, like this one. You know where, yeah. Great angles, man. Great, love it. Keep it up. And since it seems as though everyone enjoyed it last time, I'm going to bring back one of my favorite characters. And DJ, can you cue up Too Much of a Heaven by Eiffel 65 while my next character talks? Thank you. A special report by the Flying Hawaiian News. Sitting in for Rebecca Riptide. My name is Cameron Holm. NBA All-Star forward Dwight Howard for the LA Lakers has been known for having a sweet tooth. Well, recently Skittles found out, and they sent him a 30-pound bag of Skittles. I want a 30-pound bag of Skittles. That is all. Movie of the week! Here is Greg Pedrick, Ped City 74, giving a movie review.
Thank you, Cam, again for this awesome opportunity. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you. So, this week's movie, Rudy, from 1993, is a Walt Disney production, but you guys just care about the story. So, we start into the movie with this young kid who is playing football with his brothers, and is like, you know what, like, I don't want to be all-time center anymore. Like, they just force him to be center because he's not big enough or good enough to play tackle with his brothers. So it just kind of shows him when he grows up and whatnot. And there's one day, I think he's probably 11 at this time, and he's sitting at the TV and he's like, Dad, I really want to play football for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And his dad's like, it's never going to happen, son. Don't dream that big. And you keep seeing in the movie that even when he's in high school, he's like, I want to go play for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And everyone keeps chopping him down saying, you can't do it. Don't try. So then after he graduates high school, you see him 4 years later, not going to college, not doing any of that stuff. He's working at the mill with his dad, his brothers, and his best friend. Now one day his best friend dies because of a terrible accident, and light shines on Rudy's head that he's not doing anything with his life. So he decides to go out and try to get into Notre Dame to accomplish his lifetime goal. As this keeps happening, all the priests that he meets, everyone he talks to keeps telling him how crazy he is. But the great part about Rudy, who is the main character, is his relentless, crazy determination that he has to do everything. And if everyone was like him, there would be a lot less people under the poverty line, because his just pure determination level is above everyone else's. And the story just continues to unfold for him, and things start going right for him. He gets into college, and then finally gets into Notre Dame after so many attempts, works his butt off, goes to walk-on tryout for Notre Dame football, and does his best to make the team. Not going to ruin anything else, but I'm going to leave you with this. Rudy has been making grown men cry like babies since 1993. Thank you, Cam, once again. Go watch Rudy. It's awesome. It's worth your time. It's an hour and 30 minutes you will not regret watching. Thank you, guys.
If you don't know by now, that is an amazing movie. I cried. I did. I'm not afraid to admit it. I needed my Kleenex. And, side note, I love Notre Dame Fighting Irish football. They're my team. Don't put away the Kleenex just yet if you just watched Rudy or even thought about it. Because the video of the week this week, it's a Texas high schooler. He shot at Glory. And just watch it, because I know I cried a little bit at the end. Yeah, ear rub. But seriously, watch. If there's one thing you do this week, watch this video. That's what true sportsmanship is. And I am quite a big fan of sportsmanship. Probably because I'm awful at most sports I play. But whatever. I mean, goes around, comes around. You're nice to people, they're going to be nice to you. You punch them, they're going to punch you back. Watch this video. It'll change your outlook on people in the world. Song of the week, Chris Hadfield. You don't know who that is? Follow him on Twitter. He's awesome. He's a space station dude up in the space with the Bare Naked Ladies, a member from the Bare Naked Ladies and a children's choir, you're always going to make In One Ear if you have a children's choir. I don't care if it's just a children's choir and you going, ah, you're going to be the song of the week. And you know what? I'm just going to give you a little teaser. This jam session is out of this world. Lesson of the week, Professor Beats returns. Yeah. A viewer submitted question too, nonetheless. It is the magic of touchscreens and how touchscreens work. Take it away.
Hello, welcome to the Lesson of the Week. My name is Grant Williamson, and by viewer request this week we will be learning about touchscreens, specifically Apple products like the iTouch and iPhone. Now, there are many layers to the screen. At the base we have the LCD screen, then we have a glass pane, a layer of wires, then we'll have a dielectric material like silicon, and then another layer of wires, and then the top protective glass. Now, the wires are the actual pieces that sense your touch. In the bottom layer, we have our wires run at 0 degrees from the bottom of the iPhone to the top. They carry a current through them at all times. And then the top layer does not carry a current through them at all times. It registers as zero current. They run in the opposite direction from left to right. Now, this pattern makes a grid all over the iPhone's screen. When you touch the screen through your natural capacitance, basically capacitance is your ability to hold charge, and you only notice it when you're walking on a carpet and you get a shock. But your body is actually always holding that sort of charge. When you touch the screen, you actually activate something known as induction, and the current running through this wire here will jump up into this area, registering a 0 along that wire, and along one specific wire in here, and a 1 in this wire up here, which is opposite of what it's supposed to. This change in current levels allows the iPhone to tell exactly where your finger is, and by using this method, it can actually tell how many fingers are touching the screen, how they're moving by comparing to previous touches or previous samples, and yeah, that's basically how that works.
All right. Well, I have a question for you. If it's your body's natural charge that activates the screen, what happens when I'm wearing my little middies? What happens to them?
Well, Cam, gloves are usually made of wool, and wool is an insulator. Wool doesn't allow electrical current to go through it, and prevents the screen from registering that charge over the screen. Something like a stylus here. See the little rubber bit at the end? It's not actually rubber. It's a material that does allow charge. It does hold charge, so it will create let the screen function. Same thing as you can get gloves with special pads on the end of the fingers so that you can still use your phone. Back to you.
Ah! Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Beats, always here to teach us a lesson or two. Thank you very much, Grant. Check his channel up below. It's actually pretty cool. I enjoy it. Except for the horrible angles, but whatever. I mean, we're not all perfect like me. Or we all don't have a windowsill following us around. Whatever. Do you have any thoughts, questions, suggestions? Leave them in the comment section down below. My question for you this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read off my notes, because I forgot what I wrote. If you could have a lifetime supply of candy, what candy would you choose? Minus Skittles or Dino Sours. I'll even allow you to have 2. It could be chocolate, any type of candy, junk food. Have at it. Until next time, my name's Cam. This has been In One Ear, Red Out the Other. You have yourself a good one.